I am a political leader, not a carpenter. Welcome back, ladies, gentlemen, and everyone in between. I'm your host, Squincelot, and we're returning once again to Frostpunk. It's good to have you back here in New London for day 7. I feel like yesterday was a bit of a whirlwind. We put down a bunch of stuff to be built. Our city is in all kinds of disarray from unfinished building projects. There are a couple of things that I'd like to get taken care of before the workday starts, and that is, one, can I see about, okay, we've got one lowly engineer, and I am going to tell them to stop building this, and, oh wait, that's a hunter's hut. That's fine. That's fine then. I thought that was the workshop, and I wanted to make sure I had all my research speed, but it's not. So we're gonna unpause that and let them all go build stuff. I do want this gathering post completed. Another day, another shift. Well, that's life. Yes, it is. Get to work. Plenty of work to do. That is right. Finally, you guys are getting it. All there is work. That's all there is. All right, it's 6 o'clock in the morning. I'm gonna turn off the overdrive. And we've got one hungry person. Go grab yourself something. You're going to the doctor. All right, that's all right. You can go to the doctor. I think they get fed at the medical posts. I think. I hope so. Anywho, we're gonna speed this up a little bit. That gathering post is gone, and just in time, this gathering post is also gone. This was the one that had 2 piles of coal. The coal is now finished. We have no more coal. They're gonna end up working over here on the gathering post, which reminds me, turn on extended shift on the gathering posts. I really wish there were like a setting where you'd be like default to extended shift. If I want it to be a regular shift, I will change it back. But no, that's not how it goes. That's not how it goes. Okay, now we have this gathering post up. We're going to get everybody we can over there. We've got one lowly engineer available. We'll go ahead and, no we won't. I was going to put him in this cookhouse to cook something, but he's sick and getting treatment. So I will dismiss a couple of healthy engineers, 3, let's say, from this gathering post because it has less coal in it anyways. And what I'm really after right now is coal. So I want to make sure that this gathering post with the 2 piles of steel, or 2 piles of coal, is fully staffed. I put the engineers on the cookhouse. They're gonna cook up these raw food into rations. How are we doing? Oh right, we had a child shelter being built. Now, we did a lot of stuff yesterday, and we now have way more workplaces than we have workers to employ in those workplaces. So I think, well, I was gonna say we're pretty much done building for today, but we have an awful lot of sick people over here. We may need to build one more medical facility. Let's see, let's put down another medical post. Put it right there. And these 4 engineers or whatever we've got over here, 3 engineers, whatever. We'll put them on the new medical post once it's built. Now we just finished coal mining. So what did I want to do? I was thinking more scouts so that we can get out here and move around the Frostland a bit more, but I know for certain that I can have this one scout everything over here before day 15. And day 15 is my deadline. I'm not gonna give you any spoilers right now, but basically Act 2 starts on day 15, and so I wanna get as much scouted as possible, and I'm fairly certain I can get everything available in the Frostland scouted before day 15, and then new things will pop up after day 15 for us to explore. So I think we can probably push off more scouts for 1 or 2 more techs. And I think maybe what we ought to go for is this medical post upgrade and increase the healing rate by 10% in medical posts. That will also make it so that once we research drafting machines, we're immediately able to research infirmaries, which eventually all our medical posts will be replaced with infirmaries because they're just much more efficient. So yeah, medical post upgrade, I think. Now we are running low on steel. And we have coal mines research. Do I want to go ahead and plop one down so that when this gathering post with the coal is depleted, we already have another workplace available? What are we doing on coal? We are gathering 2 coal per day more than what we're burning. So yeah, we're at a razor's edge, barely bringing in more than we collect. So I think, yeah, we will throw down a coal mine over here, and that will be our backup once this gathering post is depleted. And also, oh, hey, and that gathering post needs to be on an extended shift. Gotta watch everything. Which I don't normally get really frustrated with it, but I'm normally playing quietly by myself and just sitting here looking at the game paused. I'm trying not to drag these days out any further than I absolutely have to. And I still know that I'm kind of dragging them out. So, okay, our scouts have found the bridge to Winterhome. A brass plaque on the bridge tower reads, "Built by the people of Winterhome in AD 1887. The bridge is kept completely snow-free by a working automaton. Giant robots for the win! Yes! A functional automaton." We stopped at the edge of a deep, wide ravine, marveling at the steel bridge spanning it. Even more so at the huge automaton sweeping snow from the roadway. It would be possible to send the machine back to our city, or disassemble it for resources. So you have the choice. You can send this workhorse of a machine back to your city. It will replace the entire crew of most workplaces, so it's basically 10 workers, although the efficiency of the automatons is lower than a fully staffed building until you've done some research to increase the automaton's efficiency. So, especially until you've got those efficiency bonuses, you want people on your resource gathering buildings anyways. But more importantly in this one, besides the fact that it's slow to get to the city, if you dismantle this particular automaton, you get 2 steam cores. It only takes 1 to build an automaton, and steam cores are a very limited resource in this game. So judge me if you want, but I dismantle it. All right, we turned the automaton off and disassembled it, extracting a decent amount of resources from it. As we were finishing, the first wisps of snow started to settle on the now empty bridge. That's a sad picture. I've always kind of wondered, like, why is that bridge still passable later on when our scouts go back if there's no longer an automaton clearing it? But I don't know. I guess they all have snowshoes. All right, so we are gonna go to the weather station first. There's this is a little bit of me knowing what's out here ahead of time. I want to head to the weather station. There's gonna be some resources there. We'll pick up the resources and we'll swing back as other things are discovered. pick up the people that are at this large convoy and then take them back to the city before scouting the last item out here before day 15. So, weather station it is, and back to our city. And now people have things to talk about. The search for other cities, deserted bridge. Finding the bridge to Winterhome proved that we're on the right track, but it raised questions. Why was the bridge deserted? Why wasn't the automaton under the care of an engineer? There are logical explanations to it all, but people are growing anxious. We'll find out in Winterhome. A bunch of nervous Nellies. Now what? Oh, hey! Some people thinking I'm a good leader. I love getting these notes. We just wanted to thank you. Back in London, it was only the wealthy that didn't have to send their kids to work. In this new world you're creating, we can see things will be different. Yes, yes, it will. It was the right thing to do. I am glad you acknowledge my superior abilities as a leader. Please tell your friends and neighbors. All right, so let's see here. We've got the research going, and man, all the pop-ups today, all the pop-ups. Okay, so the coal mine that we just placed down actually requires a steam core. So now the game is letting us know a little bit about steam cores. We have just used our first steam core. Steam cores are a necessary component in advanced technology. We can't manufacture steam cores in the city, so let's hope that our scouts find them during their expeditions. Don't you worry, I know just where to go to find them. And that's pretty much everywhere. But there will be a steady source of them later in the game. They're not unlimited, but there will be a steady source of them later in the game, which will allow us to build lots of wonderful, wonderful things, including automatons. Okay. We have all of our people employed, and these engineers are pretty much done. We're down to 2 raw food. We'll just take them out of there. They can go help build this, hopefully, build this medical post. Why isn't anyone building a medical post? You guys, go. Oh, they're... They want to go and build these roads. Because, why? Because these amazing ice cream flavored roads, like, it's all you need for a functional and advanced society. Why would you need medical facilities when you could just have roads? Okay, are you done building roads? Are we building the medical post yet? No, not yet. We'll just speed this up a little bit, I think. Any day now. Okay, we're getting there? No? Still? No? Okay, now you've been assigned to build. Excellent, go build the things. Now it is after 8 p.m., which means everybody's out of work. So we're gonna go ahead and actually unpause all these tents and other things that we had paused from last night. Get everything built. And the child shelter, unpause that. And, okay, so our coal mine will be going up. Now we do need to pull one other engineer from somewhere. Actually, 2 engineers. Actually, do we need 2 engineers? When does this guy get out of the medical post? He's in treatment right now. Jack, where are you? Jack is gonna be done in 8 hours. Yeah, we need another engineer. We need another engineer from somewhere. Let's see here. We've got engineers over here. Let's pull one from over here. Not a sick one. We actually need 2. And I'm just gonna do my little micromanaging trick where I throw everybody onto a coal pile so that I can trap the in-treatment worker. The rest of you guys are going to be removed from there, and eventually there we go. Finish. Come on. All right. Now that we have an extra medical post, which, yeah, it's probably a good thing that we've got it. I was actually thinking maybe we didn't need it, but we're gonna roll some sick people tonight, so it will be important to have. Now I need to remember to take that sick person off the coal pile so that they don't go back to work after they're healed on a freezing cold coal pile. We will throw them on, I suppose, this gathering post over here. Now, let's see, we've got wood now. We're doing better on coal. That's amazing. We're gaining 85 wood a day, 14 steel a day from that gathering post. And I need some more people. Our scouts have arrived at the weather station. Good news. Only not good news. There's nobody in the weather station, but everything still seems to be operational. How strange. We could try to find out what the scientists from Winterhome were working on. Okay, yeah, do that, my little spies. Rifle through their drawers, shuffle through their papers. Tell me what's happening out there in the Frostland. Grim forecast. We found scientists' notes. They predict that the Great Cold is going to get much worse. What's more troubling is that the observations ended abruptly months ago. There's also not a can of spam. Spam? Wasn't this set in like the 1800s? Was there spam in the 1800s? Do you know anything about the history of spam? If so, comment down below. Was there spam in 1887? I don't know. There's also not a can of spam. Not even a crumb of bread left in the pantry. It's obvious they've moved out for good. We can see the city of Winterhome from the roof of the weather station. So we get some coal and a steam core. Yeah, on the steam core. All right, so Winterhome is gonna be the last place I scout before day 15. I, again, know that there are survivors at the large convoy, and I want to go ahead and escort them back. So I want to go to the coal mine first to pick up the resources there, and then we'll swing around, pick up those survivors, walk them home to our city, and then send our scout back out towards Winterhome, where he'll probably camp until day 15. Because min-maxer. Did I mention? Not that I'm a perfect min-maxer. I've made plenty of mistakes in this run, mostly because I'm talking too much. All right, the search for other cities. Abandoned station. The recent report from the weather station has got people talking. They're frightened that such an important facility was apparently abandoned. Some are starting to wonder whether the evacuation from London was a good idea. A few are lamenting openly. I knew we shouldn't have come. At least London had real houses, not tents and wooden shacks. Look, it's not my fault none of you people remember how to build a house. All right, I am a political leader, not a carpenter. We'll figure it out. Just chill out. Probably not the best choice of words in this frozen wasteland. We'll have answers soon enough. All right, what do you want? What's that? You're really upset with the long hours of work? I don't know how many times I'm gonna have to ignore this request before you get it through your brain. I will not address this right now. I will never address this. You are all going to be working 14-hour days for the rest of the game, with the exception of the cookhouse, because, well, we don't need it running 14 hours a day. So, you know what? You can all fight over the jobs at the cookhouse, because apparently those are the most luxurious jobs in New London. Well, that's another day in the bag here in Frostpunk. I am Squints-a-lot, and I want to thank you very much for joining me on this journey through the frozen wastelands. If you've enjoyed this episode, make sure you hit the thumbs up button. And if you want to make sure you never miss an episode, subscribe. And ring that cowbell.